Okay, let's try this 3D trig problem. First thing is to have a good idea what's going on in the picture here. You've got two sides that are equal. They say up here, oh, two ropes, and this is a tower here. And this angle here, SCD is equal to theta. These are two right-angled triangles. This one here that's all shaded is on the ground. It's like a big piece of cheese here, it kind of looks like. And this distance here is k. The angle of elevation here to SD is theta, and that's kind of the picture. Now it says SD equals k over cos theta. We have to show that. Well, there's a right-angled triangle. Gee, well, if that's theta, k is adjacent, and SD is the hypotenuse. Gee, that's kind of easy, you guys. It's just like because the cosine of theta is equal to k over SD. So that's all there is to it. You go the cosine of theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. And then these guys can trade places. You multiply by SD and you divide by cos theta. A lot of people get confused with that operation. You know, 5 equals 10 over 2. The 5 and 2 can trade places. 2 will equal 10 divided by 5. And that works the same way with these expressions here. Any expression just works. These guys can trade places, and there you go. SD equals k over cos theta. Now the next thing, strangely, in the memo, they didn't. They just start using this is theta and this is 180 minus 2 theta, but they didn't do any explaining why, and I think you should. If you say that SDS is equal to theta, it's because of angles opposite these equal sides. And then angle CSD has to equal 180 degrees minus 2 theta because of angles summing in a triangle, and that's really important. I didn't put it here. They didn't use getting any marks for all these reasons, which I find kind of weird. But there you go. Now we can use the law of sines, and that's 90% of the time in 3D trig. All you do now is go, okay, CD goes with 180 minus 2 theta. It's just sides opposite the angles. CD goes with the sine of 180 minus 2 theta. And SD goes with theta. Inside this triangle, it's just the law of sines. And the cosine of 180 a sine of 180 minus an angle is just equal to the sine of the angle. That's a basic thing with sines. Sine of 180 minus x equals the sine of x. And so that's sine 2 theta. Ooh, that's pretty useful because we can multiply sine 2 theta up here. And sine 2 theta, well, that's sine theta cos theta. And what do we got down here? Sine theta cos theta, and it cancels. And you get just 2k. You're left with your answer, which is 2k. Ooh, I did it a different way, a harder way. Their way's better. There's different ways of doing these things. You can pause the video and take a look at this. Mine's a little more complex in a way because I substitute this in at the end, and this is better, actually, just the way it's done. The memo's pretty good there. And I'll do the next question in another video. It requires a little bit of thinking and the area rule and that sort of stuff. So this is the first part of the 3D trig.